What is up, my dudes and the one girl who thought this video was gonna be interesting? This is Bikes, Beards, and Brews. Let's cue that intro. Alright, hey guys, how's it going? Today, let me tell you, I'm feeling vindicated. So, I know you all watched my first video. You know you watched it. If not, you should watch it. I was complaining about my mic not working. No sound. Let me tell you, I've recorded so many videos now, it's ridiculous. I probably have B-roll for years of just like silence riding around, and it sucks. Well, turns out it was my microphone. I had a Purple Panda mic on there. Apparently it doesn't really play too well with GoPros. I mean, some people may have had luck with it. I've gotten it to work maybe once or twice for me, and aside from that, it's just been absolutely depressing. So I've had some really cool videos recorded, and they've all just kind of gone to waste. I thought about doing voiceovers on them, but you know, the only person I've really seen that does that well is Yammy Noob. I am not Yammy Noob, so I'm not gonna do it. Before we go too far though, take a moment to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, share this video with your friends, people you want to punish, friends, family, neighbors, Jehovah's Witnesses, whatever. Like, just move it around. And yeah, so today I want to talk to you about something close to my heart. That is beer. And I figured I'd tell you what I'm drinking, what I like to drink, what you probably won't see me really drink on this channel. And then I want to know what you guys are drinking. That's for the comment section down below. So first and foremost, let's pick through the list. What up, dude? Top of the list for me, it's very rare, almost as rare as a black Harley Davidson. What up, Betty? And that's Black Boss Porter. It is a beer from Poland. It's a dark beer. For me, I tend to be a big fan of dark beers. That tends to be my go-to. Problem is, Black Boss Porter doesn't really come to New England. You can't even have it shipped in here. The closest you can get it is Connecticut. And let's face it, nobody wants to go to Connecticut, even if it is to get some really good beer. I pretty much discovered Black Boss when I was down in North Carolina. I went to a bar. I tried to order a Guinness. The guy that was serving me basically popped up and he was like, "Hey, have you tried?" And I was about to shut him down because I didn't care about his backwoods microbrew, like super hipster beer that, you know, he was probably gonna throw at me. But the dude brought up Black Boss Porter. He went into all the details on it. It sounded really good, so I gave it a shot and fell in love. That was just fantastic, and it's been a little while since I've had some, but I'm gonna have to track some more down soon because I miss it. Next up on my list would probably be it's something you guys outside of New England probably aren't really seeing just yet, but keep an eye out for it. They're growing and they're doing amazing. It is a company, it's a brewery called Night Shift Brewery. It's got a couple locations in Massachusetts. It's headquartered in Everett, Mass. They have got some amazing beers, and they just run the whole gamut. So whatever your taste may be, they've got something for you. My favorite for them, my go-to for them, is a beer called Awake. Again, it's a really dark beer. I believe that is also a porter. Honestly, I always mix up porters and stouts. Whatever, get over it. It's dark beer. It's made with coffee, and it is just delicious. It definitely turned me on to Night Shift, and it got me trying a lot of their other beers. If you're a Miller Lite kind of guy, which if you are, I'm sorry, they have a beer called Nightlife and Nightlife Light. They're both lagers, and it's kind of like Bud Light, Miller Lite, and all that, except it has taste, and it's good. So, you know, if you do come across that, you should definitely try it. It's good stuff, and then you're not drinking Bud Light or Miller Lite, or I don't know, put whatever goofy name in there that you can get like 75 cans for $5. Next up, and before you start throwing all the hate comments in there, I would say stuff coming out of Sam Adams. I do love Sam Adams. I'm sure you see a trend here when it comes to like Massachusetts beers, but yeah, I dig Sam Adams. The thing you've got to understand about Sam Adams, and I think a lot of people do miss, especially once you start leaving the New England area, is Sam Adams, they have different tiers. So they have their mass-produced beers, the stuff you can, you know, pull right off the shelf in just about any state, which personally I dig. There's like two of my favorite beers that they put out are mass-produced, and that's their Summer Ale and Oktoberfest. However, they have another line that they produce on a much smaller scale, and they usually do it in their mass brewery. So with their mass brewery, their Boston brewery, they don't really do any of the mass-produced beer that comes out of like Pennsylvania and stuff. Their Boston brewery focuses on smaller batch stuff, a little more creative, a little more flavorful, just really good, really interesting stuff. So I tend to really like go for those. I mean, then they have one that's, last I checked, it's exclusive to the Boston area, and that's called Brick Red, and that's definitely a red ale that I dig a lot. I don't know, past that, I like to experiment. I like to kind of go out there and like try different beers. For me, like I said, it starts on the darker beers, and then it starts lightening up from there. The stuff you probably won't really see me drink or try on this channel. So if you're looking for reviews for it, I'm sorry, it's probably not really going to happen. Would be IPAs. Those are just not my thing. I've tried many. I've tried. There's one that comes out of Vermont called Heady Topper, and another one from the same company called Focal Banger. They're both from The Alchemist. They're considered some of the best IPAs like out there, period. And I do appreciate the time and the effort that goes into making those beers, and I do see what they're trying to do, and all that fun stuff. It's just not for me. So you're probably not going to see me really getting into too many IPAs, although never say never, right? Aside from that, I mean, I'm pretty open. We'll definitely bounce around on some beers. Waiting until the breweries are a little bit more open until I can get in there and hit a few. I'm actually hoping to get some brewery footage in like maybe the next video or soon after. So keep an eye out for that. Worst comes to worst, I'll definitely buy some beers, drink them at home, tell you all about it. If you're watching it at work, you can just be sad that I'm drinking and you're not. But eventually you got to get out of work, right? And that's the time to catch up with me. So that's basically what I'm doing. That's a good overview, I'd like to say, of the beers that I like, I'm gonna drink, and you'll see me drink. But sound off down below. Throw it down in the comments. What are you drinking? What do you like to drink? What's the stuff that you're not gonna touch? You won't go next to. Let's try and keep it civil. Let's not beat up too much on the Bud Light drinkers and you know, the people from Connecticut. But yeah, let's hear from you guys. Let's light those comments up, and yeah, tell me all about it. Past that, I think we've covered it, man. I'm just cruising up to Gloucester right now. If Gloucester sounds familiar, it's probably because you've watched Wicked Tuna at some point in time in your life, or accidentally come in contact with it. I don't know. I've heard a lot of interviews with those dudes. They all seem really cool, but not really a show that interests me. Nonetheless, yeah, if you've ever watched Wicked Tuna, if you've ever checked it out, most of those fishing boats, from what I understand, all kind of launch out of Gloucester. So maybe I can get a little bit of waterfront view here before I let you guys go. It's definitely been hot up here in the New England area. We're at like 95 degrees, and it's supposed to stay that way for the next few days. For any of you watching this video who aren't in the States and don't feel like doing the conversion, I'm pretty sure like 95 degrees is like 6,000 degrees Celsius, or yeah, I feel like that's fairly accurate. That's definitely, and 200% humidity. That's definitely there. We're just cutting through that. I actually decided to take more of an evening ride today, just to avoid some of that heat and sun, let it all cool off a little bit. I'm Irish and Scottish and Polish, so I shouldn't be out in the sun. I am like, I don't know, I'm like halfway to like half ginger, half soulless. I'm like halfway to being a vampire. I just should not be out in sunlight. It's a horrible thing, let me tell you. Whoop. Well, look at that. All kinds of Gloucester traffic. Let's see. Let's go through the park down here just so we can get a little bit of water scenery going on. I could so go for a beer right now. I think I'm gonna have one when I get home. Got those Sam Summers in the fridge ready to go. There we go. This is one of my favorite parts about being in New England, is just, you know, we are surrounded by water. I don't know how you guys do the landlocked states. It's just kind of crazy to me. Oh, what's going on? Someone get eaten by a shark? Officer Siegel on duty. Alright, so aside from all the giant flashing lights, ocean! Yeah! Seriously, this is just a cool loop to do. This is, if you just want to like unwind and ride and just chill, little wind therapy. This is like the whole road to do it on. It's great. I know there's like one more beach sort of waterfront thing coming up here. The only downside is last time I went down there was like off-roading, which with Harley suspension is always an adventure. It's like getting a colonoscopy. It just, ugh. But for you guys, I will compress my spine and take a beating to show you some of the wonders of Gloucester, or whatever town it's in. I don't know. They all blur together after a while. There we go. All right. Oh man, please tell me you paved recently. 25, yeah, no problem. Dude, how much of the road do you need? Ah, check that out. Ah, I gotta do some paddleboarding this year. It's been a while. That is some cool scenery. It's just a great view. It definitely it feels a little smoother over here than last time. Oh, giant metal plates. What's up? Looks like they've done some patching and stuff. Still not the greatest. Ugh. Let's be honest, on Harley's suspension though, like, it's like the princess in the pea. Like, any bump is not the greatest. Sooner or later I will replace the rear shocks. Oh, a little more crowded over here. See, that's just awesome, man. It's like resident parking, and yeah, the bigger houses around here. I'm sure they all called the cops on me already. I don't think they take kindly to big loud Harleys rolling through the neighborhood. There's actually another beach down this way. Private beach. Resident beach, I don't know. I'm sure they don't like big loud Harleys either, but yeah, let's see if we can get down there and roll around, check it out. Oh, blinking sign. I guess that means we can still go, we just can't go on the beach. Problem solved. We'll just go make a bunch of rumbling noise and check out the view, and then GTFO. I feel like more people wave to me when they see the camera on the front of my helmet than when they don't. They're afraid they're gonna see themselves on like YouTube or something. I was like, that not social like biker. I don't know. Power walking, awesome. All right. I was gonna do a couple loops, but cops. This is so awesome. Yeah, let's get out of here. That was a quick one. Little tiny traffic circle. Alright guys, that's about all I got for you today. So yeah, again, down in the comments, tell me what you're drinking, tell me what you won't drink. Let's try and keep it to beer right now. We'll do another video about hard alcohol and stuff another time. So let's keep it to that. Tell me what you drink, tell me what you wouldn't drink, and remember to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. Share this video, tell your friends, tell your family, tell everyone. Let's build this channel up, and I will see you guys on the flip side.